Jamal.
I thought this was really well done. Just a smart concept. You've got, obviously all this terror and war happening in the backdrop, but it's really about the characters in the foreground and what they're doing to themselves, really. Just really smart, executed well again. And the portrayals were great, too. I thought these three just did a good job at letting us feel like the fourth member sitting in there and just sort of being present with them. It all just felt really grounded and also terrifying. So it really, really delivers. It's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Super heartbreaking and really moving. I thought the acting was great, by the three main characters. I really liked their chemistry with each other. And I really loved the handheld camera work, especially whenever they were, running away and trying to hide. I thought that was really effective. Um, and yeah, the end was super painful, but super interesting and just great storytelling. So yeah, I really
It's a
enjoyed it.
very interesting, very intense, very compelling movie. What I really liked about it was just a few characters, but inside of this, world-sized event, there's a war happening. There's a military raid, a bombing going on. And, it's a major political conflict happening, but then we're concentrating on the conflict in this small group of people, these four guys. And he has his mom on the phone there, so we have a voice of the outside world that's outside of the conflict coming in. A lot of interesting factors that made this very compelling. I liked that within the group there's this thing they're trying to root out who the informant is. In the middle of all this, they're trying to find out who the informant is. They've constructed this kind of sting thing where they're giving him some drugs. They're going to meet this other guy. And then there's a tragic result. And they have to just leave him because the army's coming. So it's very difficult, but it's like, the dominoes are falling and we're seeing all these things happen in sequence and it all makes sense. It all pays off. The actors all did a great job. It was a very good script and the editing was very good, very well paced. Sound effects were good. We could hear the larger conflict without having to see it. And we felt like we were in the larger conflict, for sure. And, it was just really well done all around. So I hope this gets out and does well for the team because it's very
And
well
even
done.
though it's not set right on the front lines, it does tell a very important story about the people who are affected by war. I thought it was perfectly executed. You could feel the tension in every scene, the sense of danger and the fear. Like I was terrified for these characters. So great job to the whole crew that were involved in creating this film. As an audience member, you felt like you were right there in the scene with them. You felt like you were part of the story. So I thought that was great. And it was so heartbreaking. There's so much loss as a result of war. So many people are affected, and we don't often realize it because we don't hear these stories. So this was fantastic. They did a
This
great
one is
job.
heavy. It's definitely. I think it's a really strong short film. Performances are great by all the people. The pacing is great too. I love the kind of reveals at the end of what the whole point was and how this was all kind of planned until it all went sort of haywire. Yeah, it's a heavy short, and I think that the filmmakers did a great job at kind of grounding it and making it believable and compelling. Yeah, I just think it was shot really well too. It definitely you definitely feel the kind of the hopeless gray bleak atmosphere. I think that was well captured.
What a compelling film. Incredible stuff. The writing is amazing. The writing's incredible. The actors are stupendous. Really incredible work by the actors. The director is fantastic. He did a great job. So did the editor. The editor did a really good job. The sound designers did a great job with the war in the background, the levels of sounds. Just was very believable. I believed that I was watching real footage as opposed to a film. It was really great. And then the story at the end with the overdose and just heartbreaking. What he had to go through, what his mother's going through, what they all have to go through there during this constant time of conflict. It's an incredible story, and I'm so glad you made this film. It's really, really eye-opening and incredible. It's incredible. I can't stop saying the word incredible. It's really incredible. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. It's really, really well done. So congratulations. Great job.
Excellent, yo. Like, this is a textbook example of how to do a post like a shelter bunker, like war outside, post-apocalyptic, like self-contained story like that. Well, because it wasn't really about the war outside or whatever. It was more about the relationships, like Samir and his mother and his cousin and all of that. And like that was the story set in the backdrop. I think we see a lot of these types of stories where it's like over exaggerated or over dramatic, but this didn't feel like that. This felt like I was like, Samir, no. And so, yeah, the emotion was really there. Really great acting, yo. Oh my goodness. Excellent acting. Excellent writing. Just overall, well done. 10 out of 10. Good job.